wherever you're watching us from this morning. And of course, I'm your favorite Busayo or Lokode. Omoloja Ayite Okwemeji. We bring your policies to the table, including businesses. And today with me right here, as you can see on the screen, we have the man himself, the Don himself. He's going to be our guest and our host at the same time because we run the podcast on mobile. And I'm going to allow him to introduce himself to us because the Yoruba should go further back and say, Enonikan Latin Bokpan. I let my guest introduce himself. Good morning. Can we meet you?
Good morning, listeners. Good morning, viewers. My name is Akinbowale Adewale, popularly known as Mr. Pythagoras. Good morning.
So that is the name of our guest, Mr. Akinbowale. I call him Pythagoras. I know so many of you want to you want to remember Pythagoras theorem during our secondary school days and all. Mr. Pythagoras, if I may ask, what brought about that name, Pythagoras? I'm sure that is not a kind of a scam.
This is a serious question. In the course of my teaching career, I've taught in several schools, private secondary schools. So in one of the schools, I was teaching mathematics, and the student asked a simple question. Sir, why do you know mathematics so well? And I told him that that was because I resemble one of my great grandfather. And he continued to ask me another question. What is the name of your great grandfather? And I just mentioned a name.
Oh, wow, that was a wonderful made up. I want to believe. If you actually have been the grandson of Pythagoras, that would have been a very serious one, actually. So, let us have a brief view of your educational background.
All right. I school in Lagos, primary, secondary. Started from Brigade Primary School, Ejamilage Cantonment, Lagos. From there, I proceeded to Community High School in Maryland and stayed in Lagos. From there, I gained admission into university in 2007 thereabouts. So for LABC on a branch of University to study computer engineering.
Computer engineering. So, sorry, what do you do for a living?
I am a professional teacher.
So what connection, what brought about that connection, as you that you graduated as a computer engineer student, then what brought you into education line?
It's a long story anyway. Right from my university, I've been telling people I will not use the certificate.
Why?
Work.
Are you encouraging young Nigerians not to?
Driving vision. I know I'm an educator. Even when I was in school, I knew that I'd become a teacher or a lecturer.
So why not back the degree in education? Then why computer science?
Yeah, I have to do education.
Really? Yeah. So was it after that or?
Yes, ever my first degree that there's no job in Nigeria. Okay. I ventured into education. No, I live my passion, my strength in education. Teaching right after my secondary school. If you see my CV, you will think if I tell people that I have 30 years experience, somebody will ask me, how old are you? Wow. How can you have 30 years experience? Because after my secondary school, I started teaching. Even I had deficiency in English language. Wow. In my YH.
So how are you able to make that through?
For me to do another way, I have to use my personal way. My parents don't believe in the wrong.
Wow.
They don't believe that. They know that you're done with secondary school.
You are done.
So I have to work as a teacher in a tutorial center. So this vision of having a tutorial center, having a school, has been there for a very, very long time.
So, having the vision to have a school with the current education policy in Nigeria and how things have been going generally, there was a time there's this kind of a joke flying everywhere that school has come. I want to be sure you've come across such. How were you able to cope and, jeer your own student at that time to not follow the trend?
Now, school can work. No, that school can never.
Why? Expansion.
They will say If education is expensive,
Try ignorance.
then you know that school no be
Really, what I want to believe what made the majority of Nigerian youths then to say such is when they say graduates pushing and still trying their luck to even make ends meet, and those who one way or the other maybe learn trade are actually making it that big.
one of the reasons then that make many youth to believe that education is a scam or school is a scam was because of the growth in quotes of Yahoo.
Okay, the yahoo yahoo, the growth.
Young boys were making it. You look at it that if I can venture into just to press computer and
But really, if the youths of then or even now have not been educated, do you think they can even go into the yahoo
and
yahoo
they
stuff?
believe with secondary education or half secondary, maybe JSS education,
They can venture into that.
in little and press code nowadays, you don't
Sure.
need to be too educated. You
Hmm.
can just read a little, write a little, you can operate an Android phone.
So, what's your take about the artificial intelligence world that is emerging in the educational sector too? So, what's your take on that, and how do you think it's going to, what is the advantage and the disadvantage in your own sector? Let me use that.
Now, everybody should know. For every teacher, let me come to my own line. Should know that if you are not computer literate or computer, if you are not vast when it comes to technology, in the next few years, you can become an outdated teacher.
So, if you are not versed in the current technology, then you become an outdated teacher.
Yes, but you
How
might
so?
not be relevant.
What way?
Because most of the students want to teach right from their home. They operate so many gadgets they have to do with this computer system.
So
AI is taking over.
AI is taking over.
Teachers too, educators too, should also think in that line.
So, as an educator, don't you see that as a threat?
It's not a threat. It's not a threat. AI is not going to be operated by. AI is not human. The truth of the matter, I studied computer engineering and got to you.
Okay.
AI cannot replace human. In fact, AI is built or was built by human.
But let me come in there. There is this issue of this open AI and co. Maybe you want to do anything now, you have to press it. My AI, what are the next sentences I have to say? What can I do next? I for one think one way or the other, it's decreased the thinking faculty of human. As an educator, do you think that is right?
Uh, see, AI cannot decrease the thinking faculty of students. Any student that depend on AI cannot go far like those that from my home. I mean, let me use my own here for example. We are used to library, reading very wide. So any student that depend on AI will become educated illiterates at the end of the day.
Any student who depends on AI becomes an educated illiterate.
Because
Really?
he or she cannot even reason out of what the AI is giving. So how will you defend what you have? Let's say you want to write a project and you instruct the AI to do the project for you, beautiful project. But when it comes to defending that project, I remember when I was defending my project,
They believe they will read through and defend.
they will read through, but whatever you do not practice, whatever you do not understand the genesis or the basis, you can't know it very well. It's not possible. So AI will still depend on human, on educator. AI, a vast teacher, a teacher that can explore AI, will use AI as a stepping stone to greatness.
So, how vast were you able to realize that?
All right, thank you very much. The vision of having a school came while I was preparing for my wife in second.
So, Heli?
So I have a mentor, Mr. Akinbowale. This man finished as a first class product in Obafemi Awolowo University, Relay. So they offer him automatic employment immediately because of his own vision. He was telling us during one of the sessions like that. So he told
What
us,
was
he
the
said
link?
he
I'm with
rejected
you. He said it was over the job and
yeah,
it declined.
so I said he was over a job at Obafemi Awolowo University as assistant lecturer and rejected the offer. Why? Because you already picture a dream, a vision that is going to become an educator who is going to have his own personal school, tutorial, and all. So that day we're discussing about engineering, and that was where I picked it from that. I'm going to study engineering, and I'm going to have my own school, tutorial center, and educational businesses.
So that was where you built the dream
I
from.
knew very well that I'm going to work under anybody. That if I'm going to work under anybody, it's going to be maybe learning more about education.
So far so good. How has been policy reforms, educational reforms that Nigeria has witnessed over a few decades right now? Has it been helping?
Yes. Now, one thing I will say is the reform is not total change on the system. It's just believe that change is only thing that is constant in life.
Sure, sure.
So when those at the end of affair discover or see that this particular policy is not going to work or is not working very well, then they will try to modernize. For example, the basic science that I and you did while we were in secondary school is no longer basic science. We now call it intermediate science. And the reason why that happened was because for my own view was that the student from GSS 3 going to SS1 are finding physics, chemistry, biology difficult. So, basic science is not answering the question of those three subjects. So they are looking at a kind of advanced to basic science. Advanced
This that will solve the problem.
solve the problem of physics, chemistry, that will bring about the basics of physics, chemistry, and biology. Now we call it intermediate science. So part of physics, chemistry, biology will be discussed in junior secondary school. So the reform is just a little step ahead of what we know before. There's 16 months. And it's helping us to solve more problems too.
Really?
Yeah, it's solving more problems too.
How come it does look complex to some people?
It's not complex. It's going to be, that's why I said, any teacher that cannot go with the new advancement in technology in this global world might become outdated teacher. So when things are changing, it will change.
So, as an educator and as a proprietor, should I put that? So, what's your own vision and mission? Because I want to believe that even if you are 20 on a board doing the same thing, your vision, goals, missions actually different. Or
Let me borrow this language from my Yoruba people that say, ability.
ó yàtọ̀ sí ability. Okay, expatiate on that.
Yeah, my vision is to be to nurture and to train world-class students.
So, do we have evidences of that?
I'm able to share that because there are people watching that I want to steal the vision. But I will bring my my dream is to have students that even after secondary school, I want to Nigeria student back to the time when students of secondary school that you will say okay women were can stand on their own. You know that is not to some extent now. You cannot see secondary school students. Some students that finish secondary school are not even crossed some highways. Sure. Their parents have to hold them. Mi ò kí lọ́mọ mi lọ sọ́nà tó jìn o. Some students cannot travel from Lagos to Abuja. Secondary school student. I started traveling when I was in around 12 years old. Wow. From Osun State to Lagos State.
From Osun to Lagos?
Yes, I'm from Osun State. We're school in Lagos. So,
what part of Osun are you from?
I'm from the greatest city in Osun State. I guess that.
You have to tell our audience.
Okay, I'm from Mother Keke,
Mother Keke, okay. So that's why you're proud. Like I can go from Osun to Lagos. As a what class?
I was in JS2. Yes.
JSS2.
Yes.
You know the issue of terrorism, kidnapping.
We have bomb that time too.
It's not really that rampant.
It was. It's just that we might be thinking it's not as pronounced as today. It was not business like that. It was majorly for ritual purpose.
As at then.
Building bright mind is our call. Shaping tomorrow's leaders is our virtue. Their excellence meets learning at the Pythagoras College, a citadel of excellence. Here we teach us leadership. The Pythagoras College admission opens into JSS1 to SS3. We offer various intellectual classes as an added value, such as WAHEC preparation class, NECO and JAM preparation class, with expert teachers, intensive coaching, comprehensive notes, CBT practice, serene environment for better assimilation, excellent results guaranteed. Located at NEPA office, Fajo or Bantoku, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Contact the Pythagoras College today for your world's enrollment. 0803 963 7049 0803 963 7049. The Pythagoras College, light to the world.
Right, my honorable viewers, I'm still in the house with Mr. Pythagoras. I want to believe I'm right. Pythagoras theorem, actually. So, all right, on to the next is the advert phase, where I want to see how he's going to advertise his business for us. You know, we have to learn from him. He's an educator, so let him teach us by, explaining to us what to do and what it does, what it sells, where his skill is, and what it takes and what it doesn't. And also what the parents that are bringing their world should expect. Okay, over to you, Mr. Pythagoras.
Thank you very much. Thank you, dear listeners. Now, I do tell people I am not just a teacher.
Wow.
I am a prolific tutor.
But a teacher is a teacher.
I am an intellectual giant.
Wow.
And an academic prophet. I have been teaching for at least for 2 decades now. So I know every nitty-gritty when it comes to...
So you've been teaching for the past 20 years?
20 years. Now, I used to jokingly say that if any child should come to me, in Nigeria of today, most of the time, mathematics has always been a problem. And I do say jokingly that if I teach you math, and at the end of the day, you still don't understand math, nobody on earth can teach you math and you understand.
Really?
So that's one of the things that I want the parent to know.
Wow.
Whether I'm in arts department, I'm in commercial, I'm in science, I don't care. All I know is that you are going to be a mathematician. So the issue of mathematics being a problem is going to be eliminated. That's one of the things I want the parent to know. Also, I want them to know that we are not just teaching, we are producing a total child.
At Pythagoras.
Pythagoras College. We are going to give them a total child, both in academic, moral, and spiritual strength of it.
Okay.
We not just students to be independent.
Wow.
We don't. It is a trial will convince you. We not just students to be independent, to stand on their own. It is not something we venture to suddenly. It is as a result of experiences over the years.
Okay.
So, the school, the tutorials has been existing for a period of time, some time now, and even some schools knew very well that what we are producing as a tutorial owner, many schools cannot stand it. Yes, many parents will tell me that some of the things we are doing here, schools are not doing it up to the practical level. Practical when it comes to WAEC, we nurture students that people already think they can't make it, and I can convincingly tell my parents or my listener that without examination malpractice, my student can stand
Without examination malpractices?
Exactly. And pass the what we call WAEC. Because I was that will not permit me to explain to explain what happened to me when I was also rewriting WAEC there. Now, so I want my listener to know that we are going to give them a total child. Rebranding their child or the children. So the school is very close to the road, so no need of moving far away.
Okay, so, give us a description.
There's a place known as Fajo here in Abeokuta.
Okay.
Known as NEPA office building. So we are using that building.
NEPA office building at Fajo, Abeokuta. So that is where you use.
That's where we are. So we run both the tutorial and the college
together.
We have enough space that can accommodate that. Our jam school, our after school, the college is at the same place.
The jam school, college, at the same building.
And the tutorial. We have after school too.
Oh,
so those
there
are
is after school.
Yeah, there's after school too. The contact 080 39 63 70
49 for those who want to, book their words and register their words.
Exactly.
Or kids or children in their school. Now I want to ask this question that pops up in my brain. Why are you not running a primary section?
That is still part of the vision. But don't forget that vision is just a word. But the breakdown of vision is a different aspect. So we started.
Vision is a word, but the breakdown is in different aspects.
So we started with tutorial some years back. So a time came, we moved to jam school. A time came, we moved to SS3 school. We produced countless number of students. So the vision to start a college also came. So we believe that with time,
okay, and here comes the last question for the day. I want to believe you know quite a number or a handful of your competitors. So what is that one thing? Just that one thing that makes you unique and that you think why our viewers should patronize you.
I told you earlier, I said ability is not the same as ability.
Wow.
I am a prolific tutor. I'm an
for you, your name doesn't sound like Haji Mefun or Olu Mefun. Yeah. I mean, Yorubas literally believe that if you bear any of that name, that means you come from a village where they tutor.
Exactly. But for the sake of those watching, I would not want to say some things, but I want to convincingly tell you that there is an inbuilt that God has placed in me, that whoever come across Pythagoras academically will never remain the same.
Wow.
Will never remain the same.
So it's nice having you on our podcast today. We hope we'll be able to see more of you in months to come or weeks to come.
Definitely.
So, all right, listeners, viewers across the world and in Nigeria, today we have Mr. Pythagoras, and he has been able to talk to us extensively on so many diverse areas. Feel free to watch the video, share the video, and also at the same time patronize our guests. All right, see you on my next episode. Do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Omo Oloja. Also follow me for more on TikTok, Omo Oloja. And also do well to follow Mr. Pythagoras on all socials, Pythagoras College. All right, see you all soon. I love you. So I will be dropping this video soonest. Trust your girl. Bye. Building bright mind is our call. Shaping tomorrow's leaders is our virtue. Their excellence meets learning at the Pythagoras College, a citadel of excellence. Here we teach us leadership. The Pythagoras College admission opens into JSS 1 to SS 3. We offer various intellectual classes as an added value. such as WAHEC preparation class, NECO and JAM preparation class, with expert teachers, intensive coaching, comprehensive notes, CBT practice, serene environment for better assimilation, excellent results guaranteed. Located at NEPA office, Fajo Obantoku, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Contact the Pythagoras College today for your world's enrollment. 0803 963 7049 0803 963 7049. The Pythagoras College, light to the world.